A class action lawsuit is putting a spotlight on alleged transgressions. A California judge released the so-called playbooks from Trump University, the actual sales pitch manuals Trump tried to keep private. Some students of Trump University who are now suing him are calling the real estate courses a fraud and claiming they were duped out of tens of thousands of dollars. Let's bring in CNN senior investigative correspondent Drew Griffin. Drew, the judge says releasing the playbook serves a public interest since Trump is a presidential candidate. What did these people, these students, think they were getting when they signed up for this course?
Well, they thought they were going to be taught the secrets to Donald Trump's real estate success, and it seems clear now from the depositions in the case that that may not have been the case. As for the playbooks that are released, they're really dealing with how to do everything to bring these potential clients to an emotional level where they're going to buy into this stuff. It's the sales material here that's most interesting. It shows what the lawsuits have been alleging, that Trump University, not really University BTW, was less in the business of education and more in the business of making money. Jake, here's some examples. Salespeople were told to go after potential clients with a net worth of $200,000. Always make customers feel special and selected, that only the qualified would be able to take a Trump University course. Find out about financial lives, how much credit these people had on each credit card they brought, and encourage them to use credit cards to pay for tuition, and never give customers details about what they will be learning in advanced training, all while being mindful of the ethical and moral impact of our actions. That is an interesting statement, considering the lawsuits filed, including the one here in New York by the Attorney General.
This is thousands of people who were taken for millions of dollars.
New York's Attorney General Eric Schneiderman is leading one of 3 lawsuits against Donald Trump and his Trump University. The lawsuits all basically say the same thing, that almost everything about Trump University was a lie, starting with the name.
Action is what Trump University is all about.
It wasn't a university, and its teachers didn't teach any Donald Trump secrets, according to New York's Attorney General.
And these are all people that are hand-picked by me.
And none of Trump University's experts who taught at the seminars were picked by Donald Trump. Felicissimo Limon says he paid more than $26,000 for the real estate course, but he says he got useless information and instructors constantly pressuring him to buy even more.
What the heck are you talking about? More money and I'm not learning anything?
You didn't learn anything in that class?
No.
He is now one of many former students suing in class action lawsuits against Trump University. Trump has been complaining of unfair treatment by the various courts, including one of the cases in California, where he hit back at San Diego federal judge Gonzalo Curiel, whose ruling last week allowed for the release of the Trump University sales playbooks.
But I have a judge who is a hater of Donald Trump, a hater. He's a hater. His name is Gonzalo Curiel. And he is not doing the right thing. The judge, who happens to be, we believe, Mexican, which is great. I think that's fine. You know what? I think the Mexicans are going to end up loving Donald Trump.
Jake, these cases are going to continue to be a campaign issue because they are moving along and will continue through the November election. The first trial set to take place the end of November.